Hello, everybody. You like my hat, Kel?
I love your hat. Your hat
Thank you.
is the bomb.
It is the bomb. We hate him too. Welcome, everybody. I know you're coming in and you're just getting your notices, but I'm glad to have you here whenever you get here, if you get here. Otherwise, Kel and I are just going to be stupid all during the whole show. Maybe it'll
And,
just be you and me.
and that's okay. We can do that.
We've done it before. We'll do it again.
Yes.
Oh my God. So Kelly tells me it's like 97 degrees, but 107 humidity. Oh my
Almost
God.
108 with the humidex. It's so funny because I literally the thumbnail was great, by the way, and there I am, and
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming it's me in the snow, and I'm like, yeah, like no, that's not what's happening.
No, it's a little, yeah, different. Well, you have those extreme weathers though. You were having snow in May, weren't you? Early May? I think so.
I
Or
don't even
late
know.
April? It was something like that.
Let's put it this way: we used to be a country of four seasons. We're now a country of two
Two.
seasons.
Hmm.
We have winter, and then we have summer, and spring and fall are like a blink of an eye, and
Uh-huh. Yep. Wow.
like one
Oh,
sweatshirt, and you're done,
I
and the season has switched.
that's something else, honestly. Well, I'm going to say hi to everybody. Neva's here, and Mary, and Chris, and Jackie, Anita, Kim, Edward, Maureen. Woohoo, everybody! Good to see you. Oh boy, Chris M. It feels like 102 in Lower Alabama. Oh, that's the Alabama Slammer.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Sherlock. It's nice to see you. Hello, Coyote Rosenbaum. Nice to see you as well. Yeah, no, Kelly and I made this show, this date for this show. I think it was over a month ago, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Something like
And
that.
so I thought I sent her the link and she didn't hear from me. And
Yeah,
so thank God you reached out or I would have been on here by myself. So,
yeah.
oh, oh my goodness. That's one of my favorite places in the world.
I
I
love it.
love Hot Springs, Arkansas. I like Lake Ouachita, I think it's called in Arkansas. And that's where they have quartz mines. You can go and chip away, bring home quartz.
Can I tell you
Yeah,
a funny story about Arkansas?
sure.
So, a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
when I was the summer I was turning 18, my
Mm-hmm.
parents got divorced, and my father had a new girlfriend. This is a lot of backstory, but we have time, right? He has a new girlfriend, and that girlfriend has a daughter who is married, who got relocated to Marina Del Rey, California. And so we were tasked with driving her car to California, a little four-door Honda Prelude,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was. Four of us, right? My sister and I, and my dad and his new girlfriend. So we drove from Canada, Ontario,
Mm-hmm.
through all of the states.
Oh,
And we
that's
went
right. You're not in Ottawa. You're in Ontario. Okay.
Ontario,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we went to Arkansas.
Oh.
And my grandmother collects spoons. And so we went into the truck stop, to use the
Hmm.
restrooms and get some
Yeah.
food. And there I am standing there waiting for my dad. And I'm looking at the wall of like all the souvenir kind of things that you could buy. And I'm thinking about, getting something for my grandmother. We went through like 17, maybe 18 states, sometimes twice, top, bottom, middle, whatever. And so we were always collecting souvenirs. Anywho, there I am looking at the wall, reading all the spoons, and my dad comes out, and I'm like, Daddy, I'm like, what is that? Arkansas. I said, I don't know where that is. And he
Uh-huh.
looked at me like I had fallen off the back of the truck, like I literally
Uh-huh.
the night before. And he was like, you can't
Uh-huh.
be serious. And I was like, what?
Mhm.
And so he said to me, it's Arkansas. And I'm like, oh, I had no idea. Like, I literally had no idea.
A lot of people here don't.
Flash forward. So
Uh-huh.
when we
Yep.
got to Santa Barbara, California, we picked up one of those like go vacation campers, like an RV camper that you drive, like a Winnebago thing.
Yeah.
And we
Uh-huh.
drove that back to Ontario.
Uh-huh.
So my sister and I would be sitting at the kitchen table, like writing in our journals. That was our homework for school, right? We were driving along. And every state you go in or out of, it says, welcome to or thanks for
Yeah,
visiting,
yeah.
and the
Mhm.
temperature. And I
Right.
would say, thanks for visiting Virginia. It's, 92 degrees and it's 7 p.m. or whatever. And my sister, God bless her heart, she said to
Mhm.
me, "You are so smart." And I was like, "What?" She was like, "How do you know that?" I'm like, "How do I
Oh.
know what?" She's like, "How do you know like where we are and the time and everything?" And I'm like, "The 8-foot sign that we just." So the point is, the apple doesn't fall far
Right,
from the tree.
right,
That was
right.
my whole story about Arkansas. But thank you for the reminder because it's a lovely memory.
It is a lovely memory. So I was always said, if you know someone named Virginia, my name is Virginia. Call me Virgin for short, but not for long. Right? Oh, you know that one. All right.
Well, no, I'm nodding my head because I know someone named Virginia.
Oh, okay.
My first
Okay.
cat's name was Virginia.
Oh, all right. Hello, Pooja.
Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
Charlie. Hello, Teacher Barb. Hello, Garnet. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Nice to see you. From everybody saying they hadn't seen you in a while, Kelly, and they're happy to see you. I saw a
Oh,
couple
that's
people.
very kind. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
I haven't been live in a really long time. I think the last time I was live was at the fire pit.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's hard to deal with the culture wars that we're going through.
If I can be honest,
Mhm.
I wanna say something, and I don't want to derail the program, but I do want to say something. So,
Yeah,
first of all, thank you so much for having me, for inviting me.
of course.
Congratulations on the milestone that you have achieved, because I don't know where I've been hiding, what rock I've been under. I had no idea that you have collected the awesome following that you have.
Oh,
When I think back to when I started, for those of you that don't know, Aley was doing this amazing series during the pandemic,
oh,
invited me on. It was
yeah.
here on this channel that people were like, "Yeah, start a channel, do it, do it, do it." And I was, okay, I did. And it seems like that was a lifetime ago.
It was a
I'm
long time
so
ago.
grateful for your support, and I was like, "What? When did that happen?" I felt bad that I
Oh,
if I missed the party, I
no,
apologize.
I'm not doing parties anymore. I
But
just kind of did.
congratulations,
Oh,
because I
thank you.
can't think of a person that deserves it more than you do.
Oh, well, you're so kind. Thank you. I started doing a lot of shorts, which bring in a lot of viewers,
Right.
and also I've been doing about 10 to 15 to 20-minute tiny topics,
Right.
and that's been really, I think that really changed up stuff. You can get
Good
stale
for
after
you.
a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
mean, I did this, that, Aley. I was hitting it hard when I first started.
Oh
I
yeah.
was on here for hours nightly, and it
Hmm.
just became very, I don't know how you keep it up. I really don't. It just
Well,
became
you'll
very,
notice I just have one show today. I
oh,
have
there
I
you
have a
go.
couple tomorrow, but summer's here and school just ended, and so I'm kind of taking a huge sigh of relief.
I love
But
that.
things do catch up again before the fall. So I'm trying to.
Yeah,
I do love being here though, but I just know that you can get burned out too much if you do too much.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
So
Now you've got that song in my head and I can't get it out.
which one?
School's out for the summer.
Well, school's out for the summer. There you
Yeah.
go.
And
Hi,
it's loud.
Juanita. Hi, Anya. Rossi's here, and Prince Charming's mom. Oh, I bet all of you are happy. Hi, Liz. All of you are happy to see Kelly as
Oh,
well.
thank you. You're all
Yeah,
very kind.
yeah,
Aley, I'm just going to mute myself so I can say my prayer before we get started.
yeah. Go right ahead. That's fine. So yes, I've got about 10 people here. School's out for the summer. Alice Cooper. People used to call me Alice Cooper Garnet because my name was Alice Crooker, and they said that's close enough. So yeah. Anyway. So I'll tell you who I got. I got Pooja, Jackie, Edward, Barbara, Kim, Liz, Anita, Nivra, Mary. If I missed you, let me know. This is your first time with Kelly. Okay. Anita, you too? Okay, good. Yeah, Kelly and I, she has her own wonderful channel. It used to be Dozen Cats, and now it's Kelly's True North Tarot, which, because she lives in Ontario. So that's why it's so hot there. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So, yes, Maureen. All right. You just tuned in. I'm glad you did. All right. Maria. All right. Only Women Bleed is a great track. Oh, I never heard of that, Garnet. Is that from Alice Cooper? Okay. All right. A reading for the summer. I'm going to say this is enough because I got 14, everybody. So, yeah. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, we're doing whatever you want, Red. There's no, we're not using the giveaway tool today. So we have Pooja, who asked first.
I was thinking of pulling out the garden, actually, but they sometimes those take a long time.
All right. Yeah. And when you're at the end, you sure don't want to be waiting through 14 other people. So, yeah. All right. Oh, good, Nivra. Thanks for subscribing to Kelly.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, hi, Spiritual Garden. Thank you, my dear. That's what I figured. There are people that just don't have time to do a live. So you can do the shorties. Yeah. All right.
I love that. Ruby Starfire says, with me peeps. I love it.
Yeah.
She said, I just love it here with my peeps.
Yeah, she does too. She really does. All right.
And there's Pooja up there on the screen. Is she our first reading?
She's our first reading. She is. How did you know?
Well, you know, Pooja found me from somewhere. I don't remember. And has always been so kind and so supportive. And so I really, really am happy that she is here watching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. I've seen her around for a long time, and I have seen her on your channel when I've been on your channel with you. So that's awesome. All right. So, Pooja, I have
your card.
Okay.
You guys in the chat, tell me, do you think we should use the color cards or should we use an animal deck? Color or animal? Tell me in the chat what you think.
Oh, yes, that's very true, Jill. She hasn't seen you for a long time, too. Oh, I love that, Barb's Wheel of Fortune. That's animals, Ruby says.
Animals?
Yeah.
All right, Ruby. You know, I color coordinate all my cards, so.
So
tonight, I shall tell you. Sorry, Aley, I interrupted you. I apologize. I've got the Everyday Witch Oracle, the Spellcasting Oracle, the Spirit Animal Wisdom Oracle, and the Everyday Witch Tarot. In case anyone cares or wonders, they've all got bits of blue in them.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
All right.
All right. So you got the connection card, and it's 2 hearts. So I'm feeling as though there might be some kind of something going on with another person in your life, maybe, because 2 hearts, it says this connection, and it says stay connected with others, nature, and the universe. So that's the first card. The second card says things may not be as what you expected. However, this next card does come up, and it's very interesting because you get stability. So it may not be what you expected, but it still may be stable. And look at the kitty cat. Nice black kitty cat. Yeah. And it says the kitty cat is sure-footed. The kitty cat can jump and go all over the place. Usually doesn't tip over. So I'm feeling as though this connection, even though it isn't what you expected in some way, is still a stable connection, and you should enjoy it. So that's what I got for you, Pooja.
Pooja, what I've got for you, we start with the Queen of Pentacles. So this is, could be someone in your life. I don't necessarily think that, though. I think it's more your energy trying to be everything to everyone, the master of hands in all the cookie jars, but making it look effortless. There is a choice that either you are struggling with making or that you need to make. The Seven of Cups is showing up here. It's sort of like analysis paralysis, right? When you play the adult shell game, move this will happen, move this over here, that will happen. And when you do that, you like exhaust yourself, right? You've gone there and back 400 times and you haven't solved it. In fact, you've made the problem worse. And again, I think it's because of that energy of trying to be all things to all people. You got the Four of Swords, needing to take a rest, needing to take a pause, retreat. I pulled an oracle card here, and we've got the Horse, which is free spirit. Yeah, and this card says, give yourself the space and freedom to express your creativity. So she says, I'm looking for connection and career prospects. Stability is what I'm looking for, so that resonates.
Mm-hmm.
Do yourself a favor, because you've got this creativity here. Draw out or clip magazine pictures or something of that nature. Make a mood board, a visualization board, a vision board, right? Put your dream job on a piece of paper where you can see it and immerse yourself, embrace yourself in that energy. Visualize yourself walking into the office, what you're going to wear, what your desk is going to look like, all of that kind of stuff, and really help it. There's a new moon coming on Wednesday, setting intentions, manifesting. Do it, my friend.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. All right, everybody. Just so you know, we've got about 15 to do. So
all right,
hang in there. I'll be calling your name to say, are you still here? Okay. Just because, you know. All right. Next one is Jackie, and Edward and Barbara, you're after Jackie, just so you know. All right. General reading. I like general readings. I like them because it's like, it isn't a specific question, but whatever has needed to be said is said. That's kind of the way I look at it.
I like it. I like it.
Good. All right. So you've got something, Jackie, that is surmounting your world. I don't know. And it's, look at all these little points of light. There's a big elephant there, and there's all these little tiny, I want to say, pixies around it. Actually, they're brownies is what they are, not the kind you eat, though. And it just says, you know, that sometimes things feel really heavy, like you're surmounting. But look at all these little brownies. Keep it light. Keep it light. There, and then it says a male significator, something about a male. Okay. And it says here, a change in perspective from you. This is like the second time I got kind of the same message. Interesting. All right.
You know what I love about reading with Aley is that Aley, very much like myself, at least in the beginning when I used to join you, used to say, you know, I'm not really a reader. I'm not really a reader. I call BS. But anyway, every time I read with Aley, it's like I just sit here and nod my head and go, yep, what Aley said, because I literally have the same cards. Jackie B, this is what I've got for you, love. We've got the Nine of Swords. This is the anxiety. I call it the bumps in the night, the things that are keeping you up at night. We've got the Queen of Cups, so a water sign. This is that male significator that Aley was
wow.
Getting my head, right? So it's either an energy or a person, right? It doesn't have to always be a person. But why I say it could be the energy is because of the cards. The energy of the King of Cups is someone who is filled with emotion, someone who is compassionate, someone that, you know, that you just sort of get a feeling from, that they could be a really good friend, that they could be supportive, they could be understanding, someone that is like a wise counsel, you know, so you think of like your grandpa kind of energy, someone that you could just sit and listen to and either be taken away, or someone who would give you answers without actually giving you answers. Do you understand what I mean? And lastly, I got the answers card.
Oh, look at that.
So I
Wow.
feel like you have a question,
Hmm.
whether you realize that you have a question or you don't have a question, and you need that support. And
Hmm.
so what I want to encourage you to do is, when you go to sleep, ask for help. Ask for help. Ask
Uh-huh.
for clarification. And then watch for those signs and synchronicities around you. And I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing, repeating numbers, birds, butterflies, pennies, dimes, whatever it might be.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That would be cool too, wouldn't
Answers
it?
are coming.
Yeah. Thank you, Jackie. All right. So we got
Hope
Edward.
that makes sense, by the way.
Yeah. A general reading from his guides. All right. Thank you.
What numbers have you been seeing, Jackie? If you don't mind sharing. She said that she has been seeing repeating
Oh,
numbers.
awesome.
So
Definitely.
if you are seeking an answer, sorry, Aley, if you're seeking an answer, Jackie, those numbers
Might be it.
are confirmation. And so when you see the number, write down what you were thinking just before you saw the number. And
There you
maybe
go.
that's going to help form your answer, or at least, point you in a direction.
Yeah. Awesome. Zach, the questions are closed, but if we have time, we will read for you. So it's up to you, though. It's going to be a while. All right.
We're here for a long time, not a good time. I'm joking. We're here for a good time.
All right. All right. So, Mr. Edward, the first card I get is you are beginning to see things from both sides now. It could either be both sides of your yin and yang perspective. It could be some kind of an idea that you weren't necessarily seeing as clearly as you wanted to, or you believed one or the other. But it says your support system is on your side. And the next card really is interesting. I love this. Your support system, of course, is this community and anybody else that's in your life. And you already know that everybody here is on your side, and maybe more. But it says to embrace change and welcome possibilities. It's time for that. And you've got the support and the love from everybody to do it, because we're all here for you, pulling for you. There you go.
I love that. So, Edward, first of all, first time reading for you. Love your name because it's my grandfather's name. So, literally first and middle. So that's really cool.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah.
Isn't that cool? Yeah.
I'm getting the same thing that Aley is. I mean, it's not a shock, friends. It's not a shock. Started out with the Hanged Man, where you sort of take a step back and do some introspection, right? And what's interesting to me is Aley was saying about the seeing it clearly, and literally look at this card. Look at what she's holding. She's got the world in her hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Two of Wands. So this is when you sit back and you make plans. But if you're not seeing clearly, how do you make a plan? How do you move forward, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The third card that I've got here is the Peacock, and it's self-love. Okay. And the message on this card says, time to celebrate you and all your magnificent light. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to consider doing a release. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can write a letter. You can burn a candle. You can go outside if you have somewhere safe to burn something, right? What you're doing in that release is you are getting rid of any weight that's holding on to you. Could be something specific. It could be general. And what you're going to do is you're going to invite the joy into your heart, right? Feel that experience. Do it as often as you need to, and literally feel the weight lift up and off of your body. You can't see clearly and forge a path forward when you feel stuck, like when your shoes are made out of cement. But I do want you to remember, everyone to remember, a step is a step. It doesn't matter if we perceive it to be not in the right direction. A step is a step, and that equals growth. We don't always understand the reason, But if we understand that we're being guided and we're protected, then that helps to make the navigation of those steps a whole lot easier, right?
Absolutely.
So love
Absolutely.
yourself up a bit, Edward, and just release any negativity and sort of let nature take its course, if you will.
Yeah.
Or
And that's his first and middle name too.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So Grandpa says hi.
I love that. See that?
Yeah. All right, Teacher Barbara. How are you doing today, girl? Must be hotter than HECK down there in Florida. Next people will be Kim and artist Liz, just so you know. And
Oh,
you know,
I have flyers for Barbara.
Oh, you got some flyers, huh?
I have 3 cards flew out, so we're going with that.
Cool. All right. If you want to go first, you're welcome to.
The first card that I've got is Courage.
Mm-hmm.
Second card I've got is Prosperity. Look at that. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous card.
Look at this. I got Courage.
Wow. See? Friends, we are in.
Oh my God.
We've got Courage, Prosperity, and look here. Good luck. Is there a decision possibly about like a significant decision, a life-altering or life-changing decision?
Got two jobs she has to decide. She has to decide.
I was just going to say. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's telling me that whatever choice you're going to make, it's going to be the right one for you.
So I too got Courage, and you got what is it? Prosperity? Is that what you got?
Prosperity. Yeah.
I got Prospects.
I mean, if I could give you a high five, I would. Right there, friend. Right there. Do it.
There you go. There you go.
I love it.
All right. You're 2 prospects, right? And good luck is what Kelly had, and I got surprise. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yep. Look at that, Barb. Oh my goodness.
Listen, when you're this good, what can you do, right? I mean, Teacher Barbara's got all of the cards. Yeah. Teacher Barbara's got all of the cards.
You got all the cards, Barb. Oh my Lord, that's funny. Good Lord.
Claim that. That's awesome.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah.
Red Dragon.
Yeah. This is Kim B. And she's a red dragon.
Teacher Barbara's like, that's good. Wow. Yes, it's awesome.
Yep. And I think I did tell you that, Barb, in a text. I said, whatever way you go, know that it will be okay and don't look back. Yeah. Wow.
Barb's Wheel of Fortune says, and I work with flyers at Canada Post. Ha ha ha. Apparently Canada Post. Yeah, Canada Post was on strike. They just sort of are going back to work now, so that's good.
They did that last year around Christmas. Do they do that all the time?
We don't want to talk about it.
Okay. All right.
Just because we don't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're still shuffling. All right, I'll go ahead and go. So, Kim, you are looking at an improved situation. I love this. It almost looks like it could be you, Kim. It says insight. Insight is the fruit of wisdom. Keep a learning attitude. So some insights are going to come to you. And I love this because they're butterflies. So the insights are transforming you as well. And it says here, you will be delivered because the bird will be out of the cage. Look at that. You won't be caged anymore. So it might be something that you've been waiting to release. And you're letting it go. Yeah.
Honestly, I could just sit here and do nothing. I'll work the chat. That's what I'm good at.
You're fine.
We got the
That's why I had you go first last time. You see, it doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't matter.
No.
We've got a ton of swords. So Kim is the name?
Yeah.
Kim, you've got the Ten of Swords. So feeling the stress The good news is that the 10 is the end of the cycle. So you are moving out of that, right? If you haven't already started to experience it, you will be. Now you've got the Page of Wands. This is when you're like, okay, you know what? I call it pushing the stool out. I've got a plan. I don't know what the plan is. You know, it's sort of like concepts of a plan. Like I want to do something, but I'm not sure what I want to do, but I'm going to do it.
Not it. Let's not insult Kim.
Well, no, I'm not insulting. There's like a determination there, but not quite figured out completely. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Last card that we've got is the Ace of Cups, because your heart's into it, my friend. Your heart is in it. It's like you're all in your feels. So whatever this stress load was has lifted, and it shifted your perspective, right?
Wonderful.
And then we've got this card as our oracle card, and it's my favorite card in this whole deck. I mean, can you just look at the smile, look at the joy, the butterflies, the flowers. Gratitude and thanks.
Oh, I love the colors too.
Right? It's just sometimes, you know, when my mother was battling cancer, she used to say that mindset was key.
It is.
And sometimes I have to remember that, because I suffer from panic and like anxiety panic disorder. I have to remember that if I can be positive and be hopeful, that no matter what comes along my way, I got my super cape in the back and I'm good.
That's right.
And so if you allow yourself to feel that hope, and I'm not saying that you need hope, but if you allow yourself to feel that hope, that thanks, that gratitude, you know, see the blessings in everyday life when you walk out the door, for example, it just gives you that extra oomph. And before you know it, you're down the path and you're figuring the plan out as you go. You're no longer stuck, right?
That's right.
Because I was getting that stuck feeling. Hopefully that makes sense. Short readings are so hard for me because I talk a lot. Sorry.
Well, we all
not like anyone here didn't know that.
It's all right. You haven't read for a long time either. And so it's nice to have you back reading.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, my friend.
Yeah. Of course. Artist Liz and Anita and Nevra and Mary will be next after this. All right. A message from Artist Liz. I hope you're feeling okay, Liz. I hope everything's going okay with you.
Kim says, yay, have truck can travel.
Yep.
Play, love, remember. Love that name. Great visual. Superman's cape. I say that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, we all have a super cape, and we have to remember that it's there. You know, we get caught up in the busy, right, in our everyday life, and we forget sometimes who we are at our core. And we are phenomenal, unique individuals. And we have come so far in our lives individually, right? What we have endured, what we have yet to discover, right? And if we remember who we are and put that super cape on when we need a little extra reassurance, we can do anything. We can leap tall buildings.
All right. So, Liz, I'm sorry to hear that you are struggling with your health issues, dear. And
yeah, I see that. Sorry.
Yeah. I have here, be open to receive. Very interesting. It might be that something is going to show up for you that's not what they would call in the regular health field that you go to. Maybe it will be like something alternative that could help. And again, this is a health sort of comes up this way. And I just want to say, and I know you know this, but for entertainment purposes only, because we're not doctors, but there might be something else that comes up for you that will be helpful for you. And it says here that you have a piece missing from your heart at this point, and you're being strung along in some cases as well. But you have to do what they tell you to do because you want to make sure that you're doing okay. So just know that there's lots of strands on this bead. and that the missing piece will snap in there at the right possible time, because they're saying adventure is the path to new worlds. So this may not be an adventure you're interested in taking, and everybody can understand that. But they're saying some kind of growth comes from it, apparently. There's a new horizon for you coming off of this journey. Much love, my dear.
So interesting, that card that you just pulled there for Artist Liz. Look at the coloring in this card as well as that card.
Yep.
Now, this is the Three of Swords, and this is heartbreak.
Yeah.
Right? It's grief, it's sorrow. So the upset that you were picking up on, Aley, that feeling of like just, like something needs to change, or you know what I mean? It
frustration.
Feels like,
yeah. Yep.
But the great thing about the Three is that it is also an opportunity to start to heal. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So this, again, we're heading down that path. We're going somewhere. All is not lost.
Mm-hmm.
We are still in that same theme of the super cape, because we have the hair and strength.
Oh, that's good.
Message on this card says, take time to make clear decisions. Bring awareness and light to the situation. So I felt the need to pull a color card for a reason for you, Liz. And I've got this glorious sapphire and regenerate your body.
Ooh, beautiful.
This is about feeding your body, nourishing your body, eating the right things, doing exercise, releasing the tensions from your body, all of those kinds of things. Meditation to invite clear thinking, aligning your chakras, you know the drill. If I may, I want to just read quickly. Now, this is from the book. I don't often read from the books, but this is by a person, this deck, where she used the psychology of color to heal herself from a back injury. And so she gives these little sort of blurbs about each of the colors and how you can help yourself. So this might help. Sapphire, regenerate your body. Sapphire heals, purifies, and regenerates your body. It also has the ability to soothe your mind, calm your nerves, and release emotional pain. As a nourishing color, sapphire dissolves disharmony and clears the blocked pathways to well-being, clearing your mind, balancing your emotions, and creating order in your life. Experiment with sapphire light to regenerate your body and bring back a sense of harmony. So grab yourself a blue stone and, stick it in your sock or in your bra and, carry it with you to keep that light going. Maybe buy some blue candles, blue flowers. Just surround yourself with it. Drink it up, my friend.
Beautiful. And she loves blue. She loves
good. Yay.
And sapphire is my birthstone, so I love blue too.
I love it. Yeah,
be still is an understatement. You're right, Chris. Yeah.
I can't be still. I don't know how to be still. I don't. I can't. I'm like a fart in a mitt, as my grandmother would say. So.
Okay. Anita, I hope you're still here. I saw Nivra is. Mary, make sure you tell us you're here, and then Maureen. So we're getting right through these. There you go. So thank you, Liz. Much love. All right. So Anita.
Miss Anita.
Are you here, Anita? Before I start, I just want to make sure. I know Nivra's here. You are. Thank you, Anita. Appreciate it. All right. Interesting. So the first card I get is Secession, and it's not the TV show. But it's like, you're on a playing field a diamond playing field, playing softball or baseball with somebody here. And it says here, everybody's doing the work to make good with what they're doing. We have people practicing with their bats, and everybody's up on, what do they call that? When there's a word when you're the next one, the next turn, and you're up on the something. Anyway, that's what you are. You're ready.
Up to bat.
Yeah, you're up to bat. And then it says, adopt a new interest. It says here, new interest would be really good for you if you decided to adopt it. So it could be that, this is something different than baseball or softball. And then it says, you are a gatekeeper. And I love this. What it's saying is, walk through that door if you're interested in whatever it is. Adopt what you like. Go into what you want to do. You've got the keys to go into the kingdom. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, or you might think about, try it out and see if you like it. Try it. You'll like it. So I tried it. I thought I was going to die. That was an old ad. Sorry.
Anita, I'm not sure if you've gone through something recently. And when I say gone through something that you just had to literally walk away from. For that could be happening very, very soon. It feels like it's already happened though. Mm-hmm. Got the 8 of Cups, walking away from something that no longer serves you. I think that whatever this was, it took an emotional toll on you. Oh, there you go. I seen that. Gatekeeper.
Yeah. Cool.
It feels like this thing, whatever it was, took an emotional toll on you, but you realized that you had to get out, go away. You've done all you can, right? The 8 of Cups is not walking away from something because, you know what, I just can't be bothered. It's because, it's time for me to move on. Next card is the World. Completion. Literally the end of the major arcana, the cycle has completed. So you're invested in something, you're seeing it through. It's like I'm helping a friend who's going through a divorce, for example, and it's taken an emotional toll on me. So now they're okay. Now I need to go put my band-aids on and rest up. That's what this feels like, right? Okay. Now we've got this healing waters. So in the shower, sitting by the babbling brook, get a table fountain, just listen to that water, right? Water calms, water soothes.
Working on it, she says.
And I just feel like you need to be kind to yourself. Don't discount it. Don't jump right back up and get right back in there to I feel like you're really helpful to people. People come to you for their all their issues. You need to take some time for yourself to rejuvenate yourself, if that makes sense.
We all need that self-care so many times. Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't say the word self-care. That would have been the word to use.
All right. It's all right. There's different words for different things. So it's fine. All right. So a general health reading or general message from guides. All right, Nivra. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Jen, Visionary Gal, for stating, yes, if you could go over to Kelly's True North Tarot. I know she would just love it if you became a subscriber to her channel.
I would love it.
Maybe she'd do more readings. She knows I'm just teasing her. All right. You better know.
I've been doing my pre-recorded videos, right? And I was telling Aley before we went live that I was all ready to do a reading for the summer solstice on Sunday. And then I heard about, what happened. And I was like, I can't do it. So I couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. And rather than giving a rant, which I did last weekend, by the way, talking about all the hate on social media, I was like, I'll just stifle myself.
So bad. Better. It's so bad. Yeah. Hello, Julianne. All right, Nibra. So the courage card made its way out again. And so you got the courage card this time, and it looks like you're standing on the precipice of something new. It says you're a bit defensive, but you're also daring. So keep that courage going, if that's with your health or anything else that's coming up, because there's some kind of a rift here. Did you have a rift with someone, a friend, or did you have a rift with a job, or is there's something that maybe has come undone in some way? But it says here, don't worry about that. It's keep things the way they are right now, which is the status quo. Stay the same. They said it isn't you that has to do the changing. It's not you. Just have courage. Yeah.
Neva. Definitely picking up on the health vibe with the Five of Pentacles, right? So the 5 is change. It's an opportunity to turn something around. It's like I feel like no one gets it, no one understands me, no one's supporting me, I can't find the help that I need kind of vibe. So this is an opportunity for you to course correct that, if the energy I'm picking up is correct, of course, right? And you're doing that in the cards. You've got the Page of Pentacles. So now you're starting to be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to look at this from a different perspective. I'm not going to eliminate anything. I'm just sort of broadening my view, broadening my scope, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that this is someone that you're going to find that's going to be assisting in terms of like care, right? Maybe it's a therapist, it could be a friend, a faith healer, a holistic doctor, a regular, family physician type person. But this is someone who immediately you're going to be drawn to, right? The King of Wands, very charismatic, someone who is really caring and really compassionate. And the minute you meet them, you're like, yes, I feel it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
be open to that. I've got the Spider and Dreamweaver. I think this is important for you, Nivra. Tune into the energetic grids around you. Where can you send your energy for healing?
Beautiful.
Right. So maybe get yourself, if you don't already, have a set of this chakra stones, so like a color that represents each of the chakras, and assemble them each day, right? Do a little like prayer or some sort of like little ritual that you make up, surround yourself with positive thoughts. I used to have a positivity board until my cat ate all the positive quotes off of it, but that's a whole other story. But like something like that, right? Something where you can use the atmosphere and the environment around you to really encourage yourself to keep going, don't give up, keep fighting. You're going to find the person that you're meant to find to help you. And the last card I got for you was the Bear. You are the light. And it says, it is safe to step fully into your light.
Wonderful. That's great. I sure hope things are good for you, Nivra. Thank you, dear.
I think that's a wonderful,
it is. Yeah.
Encouraging kind of reading. And I hope that you start to, get success with whatever it is that you're dealing with.
Absolutely. All right. So after Mary, we're going to have Maureen, and Maria has perfect health, and then Charlie. We're making our way. We're making our way here. Yeah. We'll be able to do everybody today. You're welcome.
Oh my God, I'm wilting like a cornflake over here in soggy milk, you guys. It is so hot.
I bet it is. Yeah.
I want snow.
Oh my. Yeah. Okay, so the first card I get for you, Mary, is suppression. And so I'm wondering
You're getting that a lot tonight.
What's that?
You're getting that a lot tonight.
Well, there's suppression and secession and
oh, okay. Maybe I'm mixing
and no.
yeah. Open your ears up, Kelly.
This is the little elves are trying to lift the water pump to get water out, but it's not working. And when it finally does work, all the water sploos all over the place. So it was being suppressed. So there's something that you're trying to make work out for you, and it's stuck, or there's something about it that's not breaking free. But when it breaks free, it's kind of like going to be like when the water gets all over the place. You know what I mean? It's going to be messy, maybe. You got the stability card, though, and that one I've got. This is the second time I got in this one, and it said sure foundation or sure-footedness. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. So whatever happens, it's not going to knock you off because you're sure-footed. You'll be able to handle it, okay? Mm-hmm. And it says friendship, and it says cherish friendships. They're the harbors for your soul. So it might be something to do with a friend. It might, yeah, okay. Well,
I don't know that, but that's what the cards I'm getting. That's why I'm nodding my head going, yes. Yes, okay. What Aley said, yes.
Yeah.
9 of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
Is how we start.
Yeah.
And then we go to the King of Cups. There's so much emotion here, right? So much emotion. Mm-hmm. And then you've got the 4 of Swords. Mm-hmm. Whatever this situation is, Mary, you need to take a step back. Mm-hmm. I feel like someone is like, hey, Mary, oh my gosh, you're never going to believe what happened. Can I come and talk to you about it? And then they come over and they like dump it all on you. And then they walk away feeling great. And you're like, oh, this is the worst.
Put your guard up. Yeah.
Literally what Aley said, boundaries. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So whether this is literally that, or you just feeling like you're not being seen, or you're not being heard, you're not being appreciated, you're not being taken seriously, whatever, boundaries are about the individual. They're not about anyone else. And people get freaked out and think, oh my God, you hate me, you don't like me. You don't have to say it out loud to them. You just say, you know what? I'm super busy. I got 10 minutes. Right? Mm-hmm. That's a boundary.
Yeah.
So be kind to yourself and make sure that you're listening to yourself and fulfilling your needs, not just helping others. Mm-hmm. That's what I got for you, Mary. That makes sense.
Hello,
hi, Judith. It's good to see you.
Yeah. All right. We've got Maureen. And Maria, Charlie, Juanita, and Jackie Coons.
All right, who have we got? Maureen.
We've got Maureen today, yeah. Those of you who did not come in the very beginning, this is my hat. And I believe it's a red hat, but it's the right red hat, okay? Because actually in Canada, this is the Liberal Party.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I didn't know that until Marina told me.
Oh, are you Iron Fire Horse? I was going to say Iron Foes, and I'm like, nope, that's not right.
Oh, good. That's good to know that you're from Ontario as well. All right. Thanks, Maria.
All right, Maureen.
Oh, Jen, that is so funny. She probably picked up on you too. She has a daughter that will call and say, "Can I vent? Hold on, let me get my bulletproof vest."
Yep. I have a friend that'll phone me and say, "I need my Kelly fix," mm-hmm. because I just go off, on a tangent, and by me doing that, she has forgotten all of the issues that she had that day, I think. right? But I do it in a way where it's like humorous, where I'm laughing
Right.
and, you know, I'm kind of like, you know,
I'll go in and say to Keith, I don't want you to fix me, but I got a vent. But it's
Yeah.
very short usually.
Yeah.
And it's mostly about students who don't do their work or want me to do some special favor for them because they didn't get their paper in on time. Oh,
Iron Fire Horse says, I'm about an hour north of Toronto when I'm back not camping. I am about 2.5 hours in the opposite direction.
oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
But
But
it's hot. It's
It
hot.
is.
We are.
Yeah.
We're hot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So Maureen, you got the curiosity card, and it's Little Red Robin Hood. Little Red Riding Hood.
Easy for you to say. No.
Who doesn't see the hidden danger. So there's something that you're not seeing because the wolf is in the bed. You know, it's grandma has beautiful wolf-like teeth. You've got to look for whatever it is. Be careful, okay? And it says here it might tempt you to something as well. So you don't want to be tempted by whatever this is. It's probably too good to be true. And it says here, we know you want relief and you want to get answers, but make sure you take time to get those answers before you're tempted to do something that you can't see fully. All right.
100%.
Yeah.
Basically, whatever Aley says is what I'm going with tonight. That's the way it's going. I've got kind of the same thing, right? We've got that Queen of Pentacles energy, which is, the person that is like the I'm everything to everybody. Not that you see yourself that way, but that's how other people view you. You're like a master at your hands in all the cookie jars at once. You give people the sense of, I got all the answers. You're very encouraging, very supportive. And they see you that way. I feel like you have this ability to find the silver lining in everything. And I think that's what attracts you, what attracts other people to you. And I feel that same thing that Aley was getting. I've got this Knight of Cups here. That this is, wearing your heart on your sleeve. So you could be sensitive, but people are not sensitive or aware to your sensitivity. And so I feel like for others, if we're picking up on other people's energy, they're in love with the idea of being in love, right? So they're just like, oh my God, you're never going to believe it. And you're like, I feel this like there's like a story going on behind my eyes when I'm like facing a person, right? Like you're smarter than everyone else in the room and you're like, oh my God, I got 58 things to do. You're like doing your Christmas shopping in your head. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like literally that's how I feel. But there is this sensitive side to you, and I don't know if you give that the attention that it deserves. Right? You've got the rabbit and sensitive soul, and it says strengthen your boundaries and cut cords. I mean, you said it about the family. So, in other words, again, that same kind of boundaries thing, but even more so than that, if you want to be respected and appreciated, you have to respect and appreciate yourself. It begins with you, right? Do some exercises where you sing out loud, work with your throat chakra, right? That's the communication, right? You don't have to say it to someone. You could just say it out loud. Say it to spirit. Get it off your chest. Get your feelings out. Don't let those feelings sort of overwhelm you and kind of weigh you down, right? But do some singing. It opens up the lines of communication and makes you feel like you can express yourself freely. It's entertaining as heck.
Yeah, you can just say, leave me alone, family.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, Maureen, Red Dragon is saying Maureen is a Taurus. There you go.
There you go.
It's like the hardworking parent energy is the Queen of Pentacles at least for me, right?
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so just so everybody knows, I have next Charlie, Juanita, Jackie, Miss Sherlock, and Zach. So just let me know you're all here, and we'll get right to you when we can. And then that's the end of the line. So yeah, that's good, Maureen.
Good for you, Maureen.
Tell them to get bent.
I love it.
Thanks, Charlie. All right.
Maria has perfect health. Love
Isn't
the.
that a great affirmation? I know.
I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, Jackie, thank you. All right. Maria, everybody in the chat was saying how it was gross to see the orange yam tits when they opened up Facebook. And you also have said in the chat something about that everybody wants to always fix things instead of just listen and let you vent. So I do get the social connection here. And so I'm thinking maybe you need to, I don't know, I won't say delete people, but if these are the people that are giving you a hard time, then you don't need those people around. But that's, of course, your choice. Always is. I mean, there is some tension going on, and I don't know where that tension is going on. Is it with somebody that lives near you, or there's some kind of a concern or something? It said tension escalates. Of course, it is very hot, and you're very hot in Florida. So that it could be things becoming more tension related in Florida. I don't know. Anyway, it says here, you have beautiful resilience. I love this card. In other words, you know, you can get completely all dried out like a you know, this is a growing something or other from the yard. It can get all dried out and you can water it and it comes back as long as you're not leaving it too long. So it says resilience is your source of strength in challenges. Whenever there's a challenge, you say, well, I've done it before and I can do it again. Mm-hmm. And that's what they're saying. You have the strength and the resilience to see things through. Thank you.
Spring. Sorry, I'm saying hi, Mary Thornberry.
Oh, hi, Mary. Yeah, it is awful. I know. Hi,
all right,
Kelly.
Maria.
Yeah.
Start with the Empress. Sorry, the Emperor. Emperor. Large and in charge. King of your kingdom sort of energy. That could be a person. I feel it is a person who's kind of like, forgive me, but I have to say how it is. I feel like this is someone who's trying to be like, excuse me, you speak when I tell you to, right? Kind of vibe. I don't mean that literally, but that's the vibe of that. Uh-huh. And you just want to be happy. You just want to like, woohoo, you know, you just want to be joyful. You just want to do your thing. You've got the 3 of Cups here. This is like lunch with your besties, right? Dancing around the living room, having a carpet picnic on a Friday evening, watching your favorite movie, right? You just want to be free. And you've got the 2 of Swords, which is crossroads, having to make a choice, having to make a tough decision. So if there is someone around you, it could be a neighbor, right? Who is just trying to hold you up by making you follow the HOA rules, you know. So you want to pick ice cream and they said it's got to be blue or something stupid like that. Card that I've got here is transformation and change. You've got to figure out a way to make that energy work, because I don't think you could get rid of that energy. So let's say it's like your husband, for example, right? We're not going to divorce them. We just want to like make it so that like both of us are happy, instead of just one of us being happy and the other one sitting there plotting and scheming behind the scenes. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you've got to find a way to sort of like kill two birds with one stone, I want to say. So, transformation and change. You do this, and the light that you bring from how this makes you feel is brighter than anybody else's downward energy or down light that they're trying to cast, right? You just do you.
Do you.
You do.
Amen. You do. Wonderful. Okay. Reading for Charlie for the summer. It's going to be hot, Charlie. And I'm really weird.
Aley.
I think you have to almost have, you have to be on. I remember one time I was wearing one of those fascinators that you talk about. And it's somebody in the chat said, wow, you're brave to wear that or something like that. Because it was, I guess, not something normal old ladies do. Anyway, yeah. Where's my crystal ball? Yes, that big crystal ball I have. Oh, that's amazing.
Aley doesn't give herself enough credit. It's a disease that a lot of women suffer from.
What?
We don't give ourselves enough credit.
Oh, yeah. Do that. All right. Charlie, I got for you to transform and to grow. And I love this little card because what is he holding on to? Looks like a microphone. But anyway, it's your summer to transform and grow. And so whatever you got in your hand, make it happen. It says maintain awareness by being present in every single moment that you have. Keep your eye on the prize. I love this. And it says here, you may feel as though you lack something this summer, but you're not looking at it the right way. There is no lack. We have what we need at all times. So, remember that there's always others that can also assist us at the table. So.
Honestly, I'm just like, whatever. I mean, look at me. I am like a lost.
Well, no, it's the humidity. Yeah.
Okay, Charlie, this is what I've got for you.
Okay, Jen, take care. Severe thunderstorm. We're okay.
Oh, sorry, Jen. Jeez. Yeah. Be careful. Be safe, my friend. Four of Swords, rest and retreat, right? Do some self-care, some self-love. Do things that make you feel good, right? Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And that's not like, because there's something wrong. That just means that you need to, reset. That's all. We've got the Knight of Swords.
Oh, I thought it was the flying monkeys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. What I love about the Knight of Swords is that this is the energy of, like, I am determined no matter what, I'm going to figure a way to do something. There's this element of being sort of stealth, right? Mysterious a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there is a determination there. And it makes sense that might be why you need to rest and retreat. If you're constantly feeling like you're fighting something, or you're almost like battle ready, that I am determined kind of, sometimes it's okay for you to let someone else do the heavy lifting. Just saying. We've got tenderness with these lovely whales. Gorgeous card. And it says, show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven to yourself. Mm-hmm. And then we've got the boundaries. So this whole message of this summer is loving yourself up, embracing yourself, right? Yeah. No such thing as a mistake. It was all intended because we learned something, and now we can implement it and hopefully move forward, right? Because we've learned something from it.
Perfect.
Be kind to yourself. Love yourself, my friend. That is your theme for the summer.
There you go. There you go. All right. I didn't see Juanita here. Juanita, if you're here, please just let me know. We'll get back to you. Jackie's up. Then Miss Sherlock. I didn't see if she's here or Zach. So if you would let me know. And if they don't come back in and let me know, we'll just do a reading for the collective before we leave. All right.
I love that. Charlie says that working on manifesting, I want to move. I do rest and give myself hugs in the morning. I love that.
Good, Charlie. That's awesome, hon. Yeah. You're welcome. All right. Jackie. Ooh.
Okay, these cards just keep flopping out, so apparently they want to be heard.
Yeah. All right. So, Jackie, I got the visionary card, and I absolutely love this card. It's gorgeous. It says you have the gift. You do have the gift of being a visionary. In other words, there are many times that you think of something that isn't already in existence, let's say, and you say, what about this idea? And people go, and then somewhere down the road, that thing starts to happen. And you already knew it. It's like nobody believed you. Well, that's BS. You believe in yourself. You have the vision. You have that right for you. And the next card is the hidden. It says transpiring beneath the surface. So you may not realize that, but it is hidden, maybe to others, but you've got it. It might be hidden from you. And it says take time to connect to it. Oh my God. Yeah. Yep. It says take time to connect with everything. And I love these two hearts.
That's a gorgeous deck that you've got.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. All right. Thank you.
I get a lot of that as well. We've got the Five of Cups. I call this the crying over spilt milk card.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean it that way in this sense for you necessarily, Jackie. This is, there's 5 cups in total. We've knocked 3 over. The contents have spilled out. 2 cups are still on the table. Are we going to focus on the 3 on the ground, or are we going to look up at the 2 and go, how am I going to make this work? Right? 5 has changed. There is an opportunity to flip this, to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Got the Queen of Swords. You are analytical. You are strategic.
Cool.
You sort of sit back and think about things and plan things. And if you are not that person, then that's what this time is wanting you to do, right? To sit back. So be proactive, not reactive kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
Got the 8 of Swords here. We've got to see the situation for what it is, not what we hope it would be, not what we want it to be, not what we think it is, right? Got to take the blinders off and really see it for what it is.
Beautiful.
And we've got our Oracle card here. I love this. It's this deck is so beautiful, the artwork. My only critique is that the writing is so small. Can't see it. Meditate and dig deep. Right? So that really resonates with me with these other cards, right? We're trying to see stuff for what it really is.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. So I'm guessing that I'm going to just say it one more time. Juanita, Ms. Sherlock, or Zach. And in the meantime, Kelly and I are going to go ahead and pull a collective read for everybody. And just want to say thank you all for being with us today. And please go over, if you would, like and subscribe to Kelly's channel. She does a lot of taped stuff on her channel. And it does, you do the tarot for the week or something, Kelly? Is that what it is?
I do energy reading. I do all kinds of different stuff. I change it constantly, so it's not like the same old, same old. And I've been recently doing readings using Gemini, which is like a chat GPT thing to come up with spreads. And I disclose that, but on like current murder cases. And I'm having a lot of fun doing that.
Oh, Mr. Luck, we'll read it after we're done the collective then. Thank you for letting me know you're here. Okay. All right. We'll do the collective first. Thank you. You're welcome, Maureen.
Those cards hit my glass and made a ding.
Wow. Oh, Jen, I thought you left, honey. You be careful with that thunderstorm that's coming.
I love this. So this deck is called the Sea Soul Journey Oracle deck.
Uh-huh.
And what's unique about it is that it has, I'll show you really quickly, it has like 4 or 5 different backs of the cards, which is just different, right? And so this is the back of this card.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, receive.
Oh, what a beautiful card. Mm-hmm.
May you know that you are worthy of the gift.
Perfect. Yeah. And we are. We're all worthy of it. Yeah.
May you know that you are worthy of the gift.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're not pulling 3?
No, I was going to say, going to say, I feel like that is specifically talking to, may you know that you have the gift. Like the theme tonight has been like second guessing ourselves.
Yep.
Feels like. No.
And I love this. Look what Kim said. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to see things for what they are. That's stoicism. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Celtic Seer likes your cards. Yeah. So I have here that we need to cultivate, and I'm going to pull up all 3 because this is a message. We need to cultivate and retreat and remember to be fearless.
Yeah.
I love the white buffalo. The white buffalo makes me so happy. You're right, Old Silver. That's what we all need. What Kelly had. Yes. And retreat when you need to. And make sure that you take care of yourself, because that is the message we've had today. Absolutely.
Quite often I say on my channel that we remember what bumper cars were, the electric bumper cars, when we used to go to carnivals or fairs. Mm-hmm. So imagine yourself as the bumper car with that big, thick rubber band that goes all the way around you, right? Mm-hmm. That no matter what obstacle you're going to meet, no matter what challenge is ahead of you, that you're going to bounce right off of it. Yep. You're going to swim back into the center, right? It's going to, like the pinball machine, you know, the pieces on the end.
Yeah.
Right?
Ding, 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 ding.
It's going to push you back into the right sort of mode. And sometimes I literally have to say that to myself. It's like my suit of armor when I say that to myself, right? Like, put your rubber band on, Kelly. It sounds crazy, but that sort of triggers it in my mind that I know that I can get through anything if I put my rubber band on.
That's right. Thank you. I agree.
All right, this is Miss Sherlock.
Yes, Miss Sherlock. She wonders if her apartment complex is joining their internet optional. Right now, they want them to pay $85 a month, no opting out, and they bill no matter what. So, all right. So let's see. I have a interesting. Grace is the universe. Open your heart to receive it. I think that this is going to. I'm feeling like this is a grace period. It sounds crazy. I don't know if they'll give you grace on this at all. And like you said, it's not optional. But the second card I have is deliverance. So something is about to be delivered to you. The cage is open. So maybe you will have the option. That's what I'm feeling. And they're saying it all comes in cycles. And that's how a bill comes anyway, in cycles, you know, the billing cycle. So I'm going to hope that, you know, you're going to be delivered from grace here, and especially since I don't believe you don't work anymore. You're retired, and you know you need that break. So,
all right, real quick, you got the 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, looking for support. It's like you're on the outside of the party and everyone's in that side dancing, and you're ringing the doorbell, standing out there in the snow and the rain, and they're like, yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Page of Pentacles. There is a path forward to make this doable, fixable, workable, whatever the right language is, within a group of people. So if, say there's a group of 10 people that are part of this committee, if you get like 10 tenants together, for example, there's going to be a way to work it out. There could be a person that is in charge of this group that is very compassionate and very understanding. And I know that this sounds weird, but as soon as I pulled this card, I heard grandfather clause.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a way to like grandfather this in so that it doesn't go up, it doesn't change, it stays the same kind of idea. And on the bottom of the deck, I've got the Six of Wands, which is success and victory. So I feel like you're going to be able to make it work if you can find like a group of people to sort of come up with a plan or a strategy, options, and appeal to this person's sort of kindness, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's very possible that they will sell the apartment complex and it will be a different scenario. If that happens, you'll be all set. Yeah. You will be. Yeah. I'm glad that you are together on this whole thing. It looks like you're saying so. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. It was 4:20 here. I just had to tell you all. Not that you all need to light up, but yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm lost. It's 4:20 what? It's 7:20 here. So I know.
4:20 means it's time to smoke pot, even though I don't.
Oh, it's happy hour. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Got it.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yes. Anyway. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I enjoyed having you all. Thank you, Kelly, especially.
Thank you, my friend.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Nice to meet you.
Like and subscribe to Kelly.